Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. It is 10:30 p.m. Eastern. We are on SpeedGaming, and we are racing some Final Fantasy Randomizer for our weekly community race here on SpeedGaming. I'm Caleb. I'm in the booth with Lord Fizzlebeef. How are you doing, Fizzle?
What's all this then?
It's Final Fantasy. I just told you what it was.
I don't listen good.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll make it through.
What's the worst that could happen? Am I right? Okay. So what are we looking at today?
Well, today we're looking at the last week flags of the Duckling Derby, if I recall correctly. So basically, what that translates to is we got ourselves a free airship. We got ourselves a shard hunt. We're looking for exactly 28 shards, and we got entrance and floor shuffle, but I believe the towns are in their regular locations.
Correct.
We've also got one forced class. Everybody got a forced black belt, and we got some blurst going on, which in my handy dandy notes. So the forced black belt has plus 10% to its hit rate. Just a flat plus 10%. It's stupid good. The fighter gets 30 extra health, which is really nice. The thief gets to wear fighter armor, which is kind of silly. Red mages get plus 2 level 1 magic charges. White mages can equip the katana, and black mages have plus 15% to their hit. So,
given those options, obviously we're bringing that OP black belt because we have to.
Right.
How do you round out your party? It looks like a lot of people are favoring that thief, but Luffy and Zero Cool bringing the rainbow. Everybody else bringing the thief white black. Where do you land with this, Fizzle?
So, with Shard Hunt and with Entrance Floor Shuffle, I grudgingly want to bring a white mage. And if I'm bringing a white mage, I'm bringing the full rainbow. Because I need exit. Exit is no longer something that it would be nice if I had. Exit is now kind of a necessity because no one wants to walk out 17 floors of whatever happened to roll in Dwarf Cave.
Yeah, so there's some talk in chat. We got a lot of ducklings here. Luffy may have been around for a little bit, but he's still technically a duckling. So he's been in the community, I want to say, for a couple months now, maybe 3 or 4 months, but he's been running and racing a lot. So if you're getting familiar with these names, it's for good reason. These runners are off to show what they've learned through these 8 weeks of the Duckling Boot Camp. And once we have all the runners ready in the race room, we're going to drop the gate and get the ball rolling here. When you have an entrance floor shuffle with the free airship, obviously, we're going to Canaria first. We're going to check the Canaria entrance. Where do you go next?
Provoca. So with Vanilla Towns, what I really want is I want to get all my magic sorted out. I want to get exit or at least see where it's available. So I want to hit Provoca. I want to hit probably Elflin just to look around, or maybe hope that the pirates get me to level 5. Because I really want to know where exit is. So if it's something I can short distance sprint for, or if it's something I have to actually just wait a while, like if it's 5 through 8.
Well, we've got the gate drop, so we should see our runners moving here soon, and we'll see what they do. I'm excited to see where all these runners go. I mean, Jay Scheidel, big help with the race crew, does a lot of our restreaming and tracking. Zero Cool and Shadals have been dabbling in our Iron Goal hardcore races on the Saturday evening, so these runners are not unused to... Ooh.
Jay Scheidel and Luffy with the Canaria Castle check. When entrances are shuffled, I love the Canaria Castle check because sometimes it's just free boxes. And you can use that to fund your Canaria purchases.
So we were kind, and we gave them level 1 life and level 1 nuke.
Yep.
So, you're welcome. We're going to need it. Probably.
Red Mage looks amazing.
We got too fast out of the armor shop and see what was there.
Silver armor was Everything else was minus and garbage. And I didn't see any weapons that really set me alight, although in a black belt and or thief seed, I don't anticipate weapons being that big a deal, because the black belt doesn't want them and the thief can't use any of them.
So Luffy pops into Temple of Fiends, same place Jay Shadell's going, and we're going to find Titans East. Of note, when we get the ruby, that'll be nice to have, but Luffy already jumping in and beating up these pirates.
When pirates are not dangerous, I like just running in and doing the fight, assuming you have an AoE of some kind.
Yeah, same.
It saves time on hitting the inn.
Oh, we got level 2 Fade.
Ooh.
And Zero Cool. And I think this is Matoya's cave, and there's a crystal for Luffy from the pirates. Finding the Sky 4 floor. This is into Earth 1. And try to sneak over and check the spike tiles. Chain plus 5. Reset. Pick up 3 red mages.
Almost.
I mean, Nuke, Fade, and Life all in the first 2 levels.
I would settle for 2 red mages and a white mage, because we don't know where Exit is yet.
Exit is a crutch. We don't need it. Ice 3 and Lock. And Fire 3. So,
oh my god.
Yeah. This is one of the more generous seeds I've seen. And we got Heal 3 and Wall as well.
Yeah, this is redmage.seed.
Yeah, this is almost too many good spells to have. Because we can only buy 3 of them. So, obviously, I mean, you can almost ignore black magic here. And just get with the Fade, Heal 3, and Wall, because the sweepers at Fire 3 and Ice 3 are nice. Talking specifically for a red mage. But pretty balanced here.
While there are niche scenarios where I would rather have Ice 3 than Fade, there are more niche scenarios where I would rather potentially have Wall.
Question about the boss scaling. I don't have the flags up. Let me.
Today's enemy scaling is the enemy stats are 70 to 150. The hit points are 30 to 150. So hit points are going to swing wildly, but stats are kind of going to average around 100%. Boss stats are 50 to 150%, with their hit points being 150 to 200%. So yay for the black belts, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of health to punch through. But also, we've got alternate final boss on, so 3 people slinging fades and nukes is going to be a real good idea.
Yeah. Which
automatically is an advantage for those that did not take thieves, because they don't have to worry about finding a tail or whatever.
So Jay Shidell checking that incentive box here on Sky 4 or Sky 2 and gets the key, which will be good for checking more boxes to get more chunks and get a gold bracelet plus 4. That's really good. And another chunk. So, and there's an ice.
Gold bracelet plus 4 is Opal equivalent? Might be slightly better.
Yeah, so that would be, it would be 24 plus 8 is 32. I believe that is Opal bracelet. Opal bracelet, I think, is 32. Might be 34. And yes, question from chat from Classic Gamer 76. Tail is free. So we find Bahamut. It's a good thing and there's Shadow's finding his very own gold plus 4 in a different box.
This is randomized treasure, isn't it? This is randomized treasure.
Yeah. You have the flags open, man.
There's a lot of boxes. I get confused easily, and Shadow's finds the worm tile, of all things. This is...
Oh, buddy. But
I was led to believe that Christmas was last month.
Well, Merry Christmas. Zero Cool finds Canary Castle. Oh, there's so much stuff all over the place. Question from chat. With the black belt, well, more of a comment. With the black belt, you want to wait before promotion? 9 times out of 10, I agree with you, but with gold bracelets plus 4, yeah, I think as soon as I find a ribbon, I promote. And
so,
yeah.
my calculation going into this is if I have a thief, promote ASAP. If I do not have a thief, question mark on promote.
I mean, so you think of the normal scary stuff that you want to avoid promotion for, and it's those 5 scripts or 6 scripts that get shuffled up between Warmech, the Fiends, and Chaos. And with short Topher and no Fiend refights, I think you don't need to have the ribbon on the White Mage for that fight, because the White Mage doesn't need to survive. So if you get 1 ribbon, I promote immediately and just slap that gold bracelet on the black belt. We're gonna find a pro ring, give it all that, and then just, especially if promotion magic or something is important. That being said, we probably don't need to promote with all the firepower we got. Well, no one's even gone to Elfland yet. Zero Cool found a bottle and turned it in. He found that from Canaria. So Canaria was an ice cave. So, all right. So Zero Cool just off doing his thing. I'm just going to go check everything, and found Temple of Fiends.
Jay Scheidel went to Elfland, found Lightning 3 and Warp at level 3. Just wanted to cut in. We found a teleport spell.
Yeah, and we found Cure 3 and Ruse is pretty good too. So Zero Cool with the chime from the fairy gets access, so it will be a forced double dip of Canaria Castle if we want, but Zero Cool with an early exploration advantage here knows about Temple of Fiends. This is one of our big looks that we need to find.
Meanwhile, at level 4, we got Red Learnable Exit.
All right, let's go. No promotion necessary. I mean, Life 2, you want to find it at level 5, top slot, I guess, if anything. That's our last holdout. And that's not so much for endgame as much as it is just for our grind, for our exploration, for everything else. We want Life 2 just to be a little bit quicker, a little bit more efficient.
I'd be interested in where Fast was, just in case our alt final boss is like Double Dragon or Chaos and Friends.
Yeah. And the rank lows, giving Zero Cool the business and just knocks Cad down. But we got Life. That's fine. We got Cure 2. Cure 2 at this level is basically Cure 4.
We can do anything.
We've put our minds to it. All right, gonna pop back into Gaia as Jay Scheidel finds the TFC floor here, and this is Marsh South. So he did find the Marsh split. I don't remember what entrance he went into to get here, but
no, our 4 runners seem to have fanned out in all different directions.
What you get with the free airship. Sorry, Danny. Danny, our illustrious tracker, doing so much work for us. Thank you, Danny. I'm sorry that I made these flags this way. Zero Cool going to show us our first look here at the Canaria Armory. This is not incentivized, but a lot of boxes. Maybe get at least every time I feel like with Shard Hunt, it's like every time I go to a new place, a new floor, I want at least 1 chunk. And Zero Cool gets 1. And so when I find like 2 chunks next to each other, I get real excited. I'm like, oh, that's a Lich fight I don't have to do. And Luffy, just Merry Christmas. Level 15, 16 already.
Yep. The power of the worm tile.
What's up, big worm? But they're not that big worms. They're little worms.
I mean, they're kind of big.
Their sprites are larger than normal.
Yeah.
All right, Luffy gonna pop out and maybe drop a house and come back.
That's my guess. With the fact that everyone is towing around black belts, yes, they're not confirmed that they're needed, but it's like a 50-50 chance that they're needed. And, well, actually, maybe more than that, because the only alt final boss I don't want a super huge black belt for is Fun Dead Pack, because that's an AoE fight. That's not really a single punch fight.
Sure.
But everything else, boy, those would be easier if I just wandered in with a level 50 black belt. And how do I get a level 50 black belt in 20 minutes or less? That worm tile.
Yeah. So if you're out there watching, I see FC Dark Rain hanging out with us in chat. Didn't know there was a Final Fantasy Randomizer. You can find us at FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. There's a link to the Discord there. Folks in the Discord might be able to point you in the direction of the Game Boy Advance version of the Final Fantasy Randomizer known as HMS Jane. I think you can probably also just find that with a simple Google search as well. But that's, I don't know if there's a PSP or a PS1 randomizer though. I think it's just the GBA and the NES one.
Yeah.
So, and was that Marsh Cave in Marsh?
Yep.
Yeah, Marsh Middle. Okay.
We put some of the Marsh Cave in there. It's decode. It's fine.
It's thematic.
Yeah.
Chunk. Pretty good. Luffy cleaning up. And the other nice thing about that worm tile is early money is almost invaluable. Like, you can't put a price on it.
I mean, you kind of can't. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, but I mean, it's worth its weight in gold, in theory, if not more so.
Oh my god. So, I agree in that there is almost certainly a shop item. No, sorry, there is a shop item that we need to hunt down. And whether or not it's useful or not is up for debate. But if it's like the loot, then we kind of want it. If it's the we have the loot.
But the loot is free. There are no key items that we want or need really. Now that we found Topher, so everything else is
Topher.
Yeah. Topher was in the Mirage Tower.
Oh, okay. And yeah, we got the early chime. So that was basically the only one.
Yeah. And with the Fiend Shuffle, Jay Scheidel on the carry floor finds Lich.
Hey.
So, nice, easy, free 2 shards in theory.
Almost always in practice.
I've seen Lich come rolling out with Blaze and Thunder and just ruining a poor runner's day.
They're ruining a level 2 party. Yeah. I have been on the receiving end of that once or twice, but in general, it's just like, hi, Lich. Bye, Lich.
If you haven't wiped the Lich one, you haven't played the randomizer enough yet. Procate +3 and another chunk, so 2 chunks on this floor for Shadows. Pretty good. Chunks are coming in fast and furious. And there's that Cardia treasure that we've seen before. Jay Scheidel's going to find his worm grind here if he checks this tile. Got to be happy about that. That's his second gold B.
3 gold bracelets +4, so good, because usually in the store they cost, sometimes upwards of like 40,000-50,000.
Yeah. And Shadal's getting the information that these worms aren't that big.
They would have to be awfully stunking huge for 2 nukes and a fade to not bring them down.
Yeah. And that, like, with the intent behind these flags when I was making them for the Duck Derby or the Duck Boot Camp, I wanted the enemies to be glass cannons, so that's why they have the potential to have like 30% HP, but they're still going to hit hard, so they still feel like standard enemies, but you can get through them. You can learn which grinds to take without being punished per se. So, and Shadow's there warping out of a floor that he could have just taken a step off and walked back onto from that Cardia dead end, but
it's the principle of the thing.
All right, so Princess Sarah gave us the herb. Tracker note saying vendor was the key in Gaia. I thought they got the key off Sky 4. Is Sky 4 not incentivized?
Sky 4 is not incentivized.
Then, yep, Danny's right. Danny's probably always right.
Listen to the tracker. The tracker is always correct.
I mean, this time. Off you, Danny. All right, gonna go to Dwarf Cave, and that's the cube block. So immediately just walk in, walk out.
So I see Luffy with 6 shards. I see Zero with 3 shards. Last I saw Shadow's, that looked like 4 or 5 shards.
Mhm.
And shard check for Jay Scheidel. Next opportunity I get. Probably after this fight. Because we gotta unpoison. Or we get a life.
Ooh,
7
so you got
shards.
7.
So Jay Scheidel with a minimal shard lead.
Chunk.
But there's a minimal chalk lead, but any amount of exploration could easily overcome that.
And,
Especially if there's like one hidden chalk horde somewhere.
and Shadow's and Jay Shadow on the same floor. Shadow's finding that a flame sword plus 5. That's pretty really good for that red mage to be swinging.
And you may be asking yourself, why would I swing a weapon when I've got nuke, fade, everything? Well, we have the spells, but at low levels we don't have the charges. So if we end up in a fight with like a soul chimera, for example, we can just set that red mage to swing, and that's a nuke or fade or whatever charge that we're carrying to the next fight that might have like 9 things in it.
And Zero Cool digs up Northwest Castle without a crown, but ooh, Agamas and they got spells. Red Giant's got spells. That makes me less excited about this. And those Agamas are punching pretty hard. But let's see how little they are. We can probably make this work. Oh,
Essentially.
Expert on the Red Giant.
So the good
I want
news
to find
is
out what that third spell is.
Yeah, the Red Giant spell list is slow into expert, which is really not that bad. Like, we have to dodge the slow, sure, if we're doing like a solo black belt grind, but
And
in theory we can do it.
Shadow's finds an interesting floor in the Bridge of Destiny. At the far end of this bridge rests one of our final bosses, and Shadow says, "No, I don't want to try to fight Wormack today." I'm surprised no one has gone to Cardia yet. Cardia is a massive cluster of a lot of entrances, and Luffy's settling into just beating up worms. So I was just hanging out there. And Zero Cool's going to hang out with these Agamas. Oh, but we lost the black belt.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
That's not the one you want to lose.
No. It's the one you want to keep up. So 27 now for Luffy. So he's going to lose a little bit of time here to everybody's exploration, but as he takes that high-level black belt through things, he's going to be making up a lot of time as he's going to start morale breaking stuff. We're already into one punch mode for the worms. So pretty safe spot here for Luffy, all things considered.
The general rule of thumb is the first person to do a black belt grind wins. But the big asterisk for that is that rule only applies to like when you have a regular Temple of Fiends that's super long, there's 4 fiend fights, and then there's chaos. With short Topher and alternate final boss, the rules are a little different, but I feel like the rule still holds.
And we lost the red mage, so it's all black belt all the time now. So
we'll be fine.
I don't know what floor was. Oh, chunk. Oh, that's a shame that chunk was there, because that's a little bit more XP that Sabo could have been getting. But we're back at it. So, hidden for... Ooh. Yeah, this is
we're not going to be here long.
Yeah, we don't want to get ambushed on this fight. They're hitting for like 75 on average. So, 31... Yeah.
Under 30 healing pots, I see 4 or 5 fights tops out of this, unless they ambush, which they just did.
Rip. All right. Well,
Did I say 5 fights? I meant 2 fights.
Yeah, the ambush and then poor turn order feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
But still, he's going to hit 32 here, and that is probably fine. You know, we can easily get 42 along the way. Wormek is required. So once he finds that floor, and Jay Scheidel giving us an interesting look here through Earth 2. It's not often you see the back door there with that pathing. So now can Luffy get out of here? He should be almost to morale breaking most of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Should be fine in Marsh, provided we don't see a nasty script that we hadn't seen before.
Gargoyles have rub, but we didn't see gargoyles, so we're good to go.
And we're out, we're saved, and time to go bring everybody back to life. As Jay Scheidel is engaged in a worm fight.
But will there be another worm fight?
Chonk.
Well, one on the way out of this room.
Alright, checking the Hall of Giant Shadows gets Zombies. That's pretty good early on. Mm-hmm. And wolves, okay.
Zombies is not bad. I would take Zombies to like the mid-teens.
Mm-hmm. It'll definitely get the ball rolling, get you a little bit more safety and spell charges for these. You've yet to see like the deep dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
But Luffy coming back into this Marsh Cave entrance with a full party. Are we going back to Worms, Luffy? Or are we just going to go find out that the floor beneath us is empty? And Shadows, is that a Vorpal minus or +5?
I missed the Vorpal.
It was the bottom of Earth 1. I missed if it was minus or plus because stream preview's a little garbled. Either way, it's a promotion lock sword, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Luffy in a pretty good spot here. Jay Scheidel catching up with the levels. Up to level 21 now.
Or Medusas have stone poison, which was unfortunate for Zero Cool just now.
Oh. Yeah, you hate to see that, especially without any ribbons so far.
Mm-hmm.
And Shadows finds the carry floor, so he'll get his Lich fight out of the way. It's our second Pro Cape in a box, so that's pretty nice to find for all these mages. I love finding Pro Capes, considering that the mages don't get any other shield slot to equip. I think the only thing it really interacts poorly with is keeping an extra caster item on it. You know, so like if you had like the white shirt on the red mage, or the black mage rather, if you weren't bringing a white mage, somebody that could equip the white shirt, you kind of lose that ability to equip it unless you take off that Pro Cape, provided you have a Pro Ring bracelet and ribbon on.
Right.
Is that vanilla flame armor? I believe that was vanilla flame, and Zero gonna check out the spike tile here, and it's chimeras. Okay, not bad, but not. Yeah,
it's not 3 to 4 worms.
No, 0%. It's a fight that I take if I'm taking fights in Mirage or Sky.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
but beyond that, no. And Luffy, the absolute madman. We're gonna go punch a robot and see what comes out of it.
Heck yeah, we are.
I'm gonna bet experience points and gold.
Big ol' experience pinata. We gotta level the rest of the party. Here's our solution. Here we go.
All right, no fast, no temper that I saw. So, straight punches, fades, and nukes incoming.
At 150% offensive stat scaling, should be fine. Here we go. What do we got? We're going to worry about defenses. Looks like we're going to punch, maybe some fade and some nuke. We're doing some lock too, just in case there's some evasion to worry about. Nuke goes up for 200 damage. Punch. 7 hits for 269. Not what we want to see. Incoming Ice 3 kind of hurts a lot. Ruse goes off. Next round. We got to choose between offense and defense or going all offense.
Yep.
Double nuke, fade, punch. Nuke goes for 160 something. 8 hits for 129. Incoming lightning 2 takes down the white mage. Outgoing nuke. Big damage. Outgoing nuke again for 162. Punch. 7 hits for 486. Down goes Warmech. So, and we got red mage to 30, black mage to 25. Everything's great.
Deck of the white mage will get her levels elsewhere. More importantly, this is 4 shards. That's a substantial. If he gets through the Tiamat fight here, which we don't know for sure if it's Tiamat, but Shadow's in the less than greater than finds 2 chonks.
And 3 all chonks. Aggro Kraken 1 is about the only thing we really don't want to see if we're Luffy right now.
Yeah, because like we do. And there's
there's a Kraken. Well, hang on, no, it's fine. It's fine. We're going all aggro. It's fine. Fade goes out for 111. Nuke goes out for some damage. Incoming punch doesn't even take down the white mage. That feels really good. It's just always ironic when Kraken has a touch. Nuke for 300. Nuke for 184. Down goes Kraken 1.
Yeah. Luffy's got his ice skates on, and he's just going downhill. He's in a pretty good spot here. Jay Scheidel looks like he just lost the black belt here in this impromptu. Oh, wait, is Jay Scheidel still here? I feel like his level should be higher.
There might have been a wipe. Or he might have just taken the fight like once on the way in, once on the way out.
Yeah.
And has now decided, no, let's take a break real quick. Let's do some grinding. We're going to offer up the Sacrificial Thief. We're just going to do fades and nukes.
Zero's exploration continues to pay out as he finds Marsh Bottom. And that's 2 incentive boxes, so I think.
That's 1 incentive box.
I'm getting these flags confused with the flags that that I made the Jet yelled at me about, which are now the Async Weekly flags, because that has a lot more instead of. And there's a ruse stick.
Okay, I don't want to say it's mandatory, just because of the stat scaling we have involved, but a ruse stick would be the biggest kind of comfy safety blanket I could imagine. Because, like, it'll help against phantoms. It'll help against evil men, just in case they, like, do something stupid. It'll help a script. Yeah, it'll help potentially against chaos. It would just be nice.
Is this our first? Oh, no. Zero Cool has been to Crescent Lake. Okay. Is this our first? Oh, okay. It's Gur Sharks and Sharks. I always get excited when I see a shark spike tile. But
there's only one good shark spike tile, and it's the ones with the big eyes.
Because they're pretty big guys.
Yep.
They're not little guys. They're big guys.
They're not little guys. They're big guys.
Oh, there's a cube.
We
found
the cube block.
Cube block could be something not necessarily required, but really nice. Like, you could go past the cube block and find Kraken's floor. Kraken's floor are going to give you another 4 shards if you can get through the Fiend there. As we see level 6 Brack and Quad X. Those are 2 of my favorite spells. I guess level 6 is the highest I'm willing to buy them. So I'm not buying level 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah. With the black belts, the Brack feels a little redundant at this point.
Sometimes it's just nice to just throw it out there. All right, Luffy in the Ice Cave loop. This looks like his Earth entrance with the ruby.
That's 4 boxes.
And a Fire 3 stick.
Nice.
And we know where both sides of the Titans tunnel are.
Mhm.
No fun wormhole. Just
Mhm.
what's it?
TOF
TOF
to
to volcano.
somewhere lower hemisphere.
Another chunk. More chunks. Have you ever had the chunky candy bar, if you want to call it a candy bar? From
No.
Nestle.
No?
It's like raisins and peanuts, and it's like a square.
Oh, that sounds like half a candy bar.
It's fine. My mom
sounds
used
like-
to eat them.
It sounds like there was a mistake at the candy bar factory, and they're like, "Oh, we got all this filling here, but we didn't put any of the chocolate on
It's
the
like,
outside."
I like goobers and raisinets. Let's put them in a chocolate bar. There are raisins in a chunky bar. I'm fighting with chat right now.
I don't even know that the chunky
Take
bar is
the
a real
comms
thing.
away.
But I'm gonna side with my co-coms on this one. He doesn't seem like the kind of
Yeah.
guy that would lie about candy bars.
Chunky is a candy bar that is a big chunk of chocolate with peanuts and raisins. Chunky, what a chunk of chocolate! All right, where are we at? We're in.
Jay Scheidel is continuing the worm grind. Luffy is continuing to clear out this ice loop, looking for more chunks. As Zero Cool is still on an earth floor, I have not kept track of which, as Shadow's is continuing exploration. No. Okay, Shadow's has not been to Marsh Bottom yet because Shadow's does not have the cube. So it's Shadow's first time there.
Mhm. All right, so Luffy gets out of the ice cave, which was Earth Cave. Zero Cool working through the Sharknado floor. And Luffy, we don't have the cube. All
So we're
right.
coming up on the 30-minute mark, and I see Jay Scheidel with a level 27 black belt. Gonna probably get his grind about as far as Luffy got his.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Or
he's
maybe we'll
getting,
see preemptives.
yeah, he's getting a little bit better turn order here.
Mhm. Oh, that's the noise of our people, the poison scream. As Shadao says, I ain't got heal nothing. We're going for it.
Luffy in my favorite floor, my favorite Earth floor. Earth floor is Earth 4.
Yeah.
We got there.
Yeah, your
Talking
favorite
isn't
Earth
easy
floor
to
is
do.
Earth floor. Yeah, no, we got there.
Yeah. All right. No chonks though.
Mm.
Jay is still just punching away at these worms, and he's running low on heal pots. And it looks like we're getting ready to make our way out.
Mhm.
So should be fine. Somebody go to Cardia. There's too many entrances there. Please, my anxiety needs someone to go to Cardia. Luffy finds Bahamut and says, I don't want to promote. Not today. And Shad gets the Titans floor. Or I'm sorry, the Lich floor. And it finds Carrie.
I don't believe we've cited fast. So.
Mhm. Or no ribbons yet either. Not going to be as necessary. We did have wall level 2. Luffy gets his roost sticks. Going to feel pretty good.
Mhm.
Shadow's might be playing without audio. So I know sometimes when I'm running, like I don't listen to my game audio, so I might not even know that I'm poisoned. So Shadow's might be in that same boat as he's just pumping nuke after nuke into Carrie, and she just gets evaporated. Carrie turned into chunks.
but not the chunks that we need.
Just two of them.
I listen to in-game audio. I feel like I go faster when I listen to in-game audio, and I have absolutely nothing to base that on, but I feel like it's right. Because I feel like my standings tend to be better when I listen to game audio. I mean, I sometimes use game audio for timing, like encounter table manipulation, so there's like that. But sometimes I just want to listen to my music.
Yeah. All right. Luffy right behind Shadow's and can activate his carry chonks with a carry punch. All right, Luffy's got to be getting close. Luffy oh yeah, I think he needs like 10. So I think he's at like 18. If my laser vision.
It was either 16 or 18.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was like 20.
Okay. Getting closer. All right, behind the Q block is Marsh Top with the womp womp womp.
Dragon -3 armor. Good thing we didn't bring fire.
Weekend salad.
And we got $5.27, and then we got Harm 4 hammer and nothing.
Go to Cardia. Jay
Headed
Shadow
north.
finds his Canaria Castle.
Ooh, hey, look at these islands.
There's a lot of entrances. Hey, look, he parks the ship where you do. Shadow's awesome. No one's going to promote. Which I guess is fine. No one's got a ribbon. Want to keep that black belt generating as much magic defense as possible. Oh, Zero Cool's been to Cardia because we've seen less than greater than, so.
We have.
Ah, okay. Now I'm looking at the tracker notes because Danny has in the notes that Cardia Forest is less than greater than, but there has not been Cardia exploration beyond this, so. Makes me think that Zero Cool may have wiped out of this floor.
Potentially. Mirage floor trash fights are sometimes dicey. You can run into like chimeras will sometimes just hit you. The blue D sometimes gets really, really mad at you for no reason. Sometimes
and the blue
vampire
D's,
pack.
Blue D's did have trance too, which can exacerbate problems. But Luffy should have got like 3 chunks off this floor. So he might only need 5. So if he finds Kraken in a happy box, well, he's still got to go to Canary. He's got to go to the ice cave entrance, and get his bottle situation going.
So Shadow's currently at 15, Jay Shidell at I believe 13, and I will try to get an update on Zero Cool. No, we don't need a menu after that fight. We can just go forever.
Menuing. Who menus anymore? It's actually comment from Command Post Gamma. 4-way fight tonight. We've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10 runners running in this race. We are featuring 4 newer runners to the community. Luffy, the oldest of the ducks. Well, actually, probably Jay Shidell's probably the oldest of the ducks on screen. As I think Jay Shidell participated in the Summer Duckling Derby, and this will be Luffy's first, as well as Shadell's and Zero Cool's first Duck Derby coming up starting next week. It's going to be super exciting. Every Monday night, we're going to have a Duckling Derby race. I think we're going to be trying to get them all restreamed on our different broadcast partners. So be on the lookout for Randomania, SpeedGaming Live, or SpeedGaming and RPG Limit Break for those Duck Derby races. If you want to catch all the races, you don't want to miss any of them, be sure to join the Discord. Go to the Roll Request channel, type in Ad Roll Spectator, and you will never miss a race ping for when we have a race broadcast. It's a really handy feature.
Luffy has made it to the fearsome, ferocious vampire, Scourge, and it's gone.
Vampires can be scary. but nothing there. So we got the rod lock. So Luffy will squirrel this away in his short-term memory, and remember, I might need to come back here.
Mm-hmm.
Ordeals. We're gonna do ordeals. Sure.
It's 11 boxes, and we've got warp. This should be easy peasy.
Yeah. And for all we know, he might think that this could be Chime, and Chime is where TOF is, but Chime is in Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottle's in Canaria. And Canaria is in the ice cave.
Where am I? Who is this?
What year is it? It's been 84 years. Alright, where's someone going somewhere new? Jay Scheidel fighting some jerk birds. Luffy making the way through ordeals. Forgetting that he has the warp spell, doing this the old-fashioned way. Ooh, there's a waterfall.
Oh, we're going up and left. It's the pro strat. It always works.
And nightmares with trance. Talk about a nightmare.
Some kind
of... Up and left, it never misses.
And we find the 3 to 6 water tile, which is not a bad tile. It's on the top 10 list, but it's not worms.
No. That's a comment from chat. Trance on the Medusa script. Is there more than one trance in the vanilla pool? And another gold 4 bracelet.
There are 4 trances in the vanilla pool. No, sorry, there's 2 trances in the vanilla pool. They both come from sorcerers, because I believe the sorcerer script is Trance Dazzle, Trance Dazzle.
And we get a canoe. Who knew? The robot had the canoe. And Cardia Grassy. Pretty neat. Not required.
Right, maybe not required, but I wanna see what's in Waterfall. Somebody go to Waterfall. It'll be great.
Always going to Waterfall.
It'll be awesome, I promise.
It's probably Cardia dead end.
I can't actually make that promise. So, Luffy on the first pass, I don't believe I saw any chonks.
No chonks.
But we got the last 4. We got Soft, Fire 2 Stick, $65, and a buckle plus 5.
5 buckles. And a crown. That's
technically that was also a Fire 2 plus 4 stick, so if we actually do that arithmetic, that is a Fire 6 stick.
If only it's a Fire 6? Fire stick? Chonk. Alright, Shadow's into the Agama floor. This is a really nice floor to dig around in because there's a lot of lava, which isn't going to trigger random encounters, and there's a lot of boxes.
And I believe Heal 3 was level 2, so we could traverse like 2/3 of the floor just sticking only to the lava tiles, and then that white mage can just toss out a single Heal 3, and we're just good to keep on trucking.
Yeah. Luffy and Chonk. And Sun -2 is a pretty good constellation sword. We have no Masa yet, so Sun is our best. Sun -2 or Flame 5? What do you like more?
I did math recently, and I am trying to think of where that lies on the chart. I want to say the Sun -2 is still better.
Yeah.
Because that's a difference of 7. And the Flame Sword is like only 1 step better than a Silver Sword. They might be equivalent, but if not, the Sun -2 is slightly better.
And there's a boat in a box.
We got boat. We got fireboat.
Found our loose ship. And Sarda. Neat. Hey, Grandpa, give me your treasure. And Luffy just says, I don't care what's at the bottom of this, and Grandpa's got some explosives.
Grandpa, you're not allowed to have these, remember?
So Luffy no longer, he finds Mirage 1 and says, no, I don't want to do it. And he's just checking entrances now. I wonder where he's 2 shards away.
I mean, really, it's just anywhere with any boxes, go for it. Because we don't know where the Fiend rooms are.
I love that it's up and left. Because it's just like anecdotal evidence that like I've experienced in my games. Mm-hmm. And then it just happens. It's just everybody just goes up and left. Except when you get that jerk waterfall and there is no way to go up and left. And you can only go down and right. And we get a canal.
Hey.
So
we can finally sail out of the inner sea.
Yep. Please, robot.
Please. Robot, please.
Give me some chunks. Another gold 4. I would, keep that gold 4.
Luffy, you missed the chest. It was what? Okay.
We're going. We don't need. Is he going to go to Waterfall?
Oh, are we going to Waterfall? Is he going to make me happy? Well, we're going to check for a vendor item.
Yeah, he's still got to go to Gaia.
Or maybe just locking up on heal pots.
How long does Luffy orphan the ice cave entrance?
We're going to Waterfall. Oh, we're doing it. This is a play of questionable sanity, but we're doing it. It's making me so happy.
Your co-op partner's rubbing off. And it's
C-split. That's got to lead to something, right?
Nope,
we left. We don't like it. Don't like that one bit.
I mean, technically it has to lead somewhere.
It has to lead us to somewheres. Why did we leave?
In theory.
Alright, we can look at this magic that we can't have, and then we can look at this magic that the white mage can kind of have, but we don't care.
Ooh, Zero Cool with an iron goal find.
Ooh. Not bad, not bad.
Ooh, went to a single fade. And it's here. So Luffy maybe just must have exited out of the ordeals after not hit the armchair. Luffy back in Matoya's. Are we gonna go?
Is this a final grind?
We need more stuff like Toph for Luffy.
We do need at least one more shard, right?
Here we go. Luffy, the biggest brain of all, outbrained us.
We got our 2 free shards. We're just gonna pave over a lich. Nuke. 382. Nuke. For 105. Lich just being a trooper, but fade for 310. We're done with that.
Alright, so there's Luffy's shards. He needs to go to Ice Cave, and then Gaia, and Luffy. Psychic. Luffy, no, that's where you gotta go. No, Luffy, that's where you gotta go. You gotta talk to the king.
We do need the key, right?
No. But we need to talk to the king to give us the bottle so we can go to Gaia to get the chime. Because Mirage Tower is where our Temple of Fiends is.
Right.
Yeah.
So... oh boy.
Yeah.
So, Luffy is almost certainly going through the, okay, where I have missed a thing, where is this thing that I have missed?
And I see on our tracker, Shadow's and Zero Cool both have the bottle. I think Zero Cool is the only one. Yeah, he's the only one with the chime. Until now. Jay Shadell also with the chime. So, Zero Cool, the only one with the knowledge of Topher. Luffy does find Kraken and Ordeals. That's a pretty good find.
Alright, Luffy, we need key items. What I imagine is happening right now is Luffy is like, okay, I need to find a Topher. I must have found it at some point. I just forgot to put where it was. Or we're doing the thing of just like No, it's got to be there was a Topher, I forgot where it is. Now,
Yeah.
quick peek at the flag set. We do not have deep Topher, so wherever Topher is, it is the first floor. So that should point us in a direction of we only need to check the top floor, unless we know that it's the chime. We know that it's Mirage Tower. We just need to.
So he was looking for Astos.
Yep.
And there's an A for +5 shirt. Go to the king, Luffy.
There's a castle and it has like dudes and stuff. Oh, we're back. We're headed upstairs.
Snatch that bottle out his hand. And then
Welcome to my castle, as like a herd of light warriors just runs in and just like windmill snatches the bottle out of his hand and then just like teleports out.
He just says, "No." Stop trying to drink fairies. There's a little lady in there.
Level 7 zap and fire. More.
Nice. It's like this is punishment for Luffy using mouse cursor strats. Just clicking and dragging his light warrior across the world.
It's not a mouse cursor. It's just a.
You know that 8 fast and temper.
You know that feather that comes out of the red mage hat? It's just like an extension of that. That's how I'm choosing to look at it.
Definitely playing this as point and click. Alright, so Luffy gonna get the chime. Will he immediately go to Mirage? Mouse cursor, please. Mouse cursor, please.
The mouse cursor will lead the way.
Alright, we're doing the thing. We're going to stomp our way into Topher, and we're going to get our first look here at this alt final boss. So no ribbons found, I think, on any runner's stream. A lot of gold. A lot of gold fours, though.
Hi, Garland. Bye, Garland.
You ever punch Garland so hard in the face that his helmet turns around backwards? Like a cartoon. Not even opening the boxes. I probably would open the boxes. There might have been a ribbon there.
If we wipe, we can open the boxes.
Sure. Roostick move. And what do we got? What do we got? Double dragon. So it's probably pretty good.
It's a good call for that there big, huge black belt. We're going to start with some nuke strats, some fade strats. Fade for 150 across the board. Nuke for around 190 across the board. Ruse happens. Incoming double punch. Lasers right at that white mage. We don't have a white mage anymore. But we got double nukes. First nuke, 115 and 188. Incoming lightning 2 does lightning 2 things. Outgoing nuke for 348 and 202. Incoming blaze almost takes down that red mage. Ruse continues rusening. But we're going to try some punch. Down goes the carry dragon. Nuke goes out for 199. Down goes the black mage. It's trading blows at this point. Nuke for 160. We're going to try some more nuke. Nuke goes out for 314. Punch. 8 hits for 482. Tia Dragon is still there. Big punch. 8 hits for 447. Down goes Tia. Luffy is first across the finish line on stream with an official GG race time of 54 minutes and 41 seconds. That's good enough for third place in the race. Finishing just ahead, Burt Reynolds in first place with 51.01, and Thunderclawed in second place with 52.34.
So GG's to Burt, Thunder, and Luffy. We're going to try to get Luffy in here to talk to us about that. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good run. I feel like Double Drag, I know there's a 1 in 4 shot of which all final boss you're going to get. I feel like I always roll War Mech and Friends in my practices. So seeing Double Dragon's pretty neat.
I feel like I always get Chaos and 8 Garlands.
I feel like I never get Chaos and Friends. Like Chaos and Friends, I feel like is the most elusive for me. Maybe along with Double Dragon. But speaking of, well, you're not really elusive because you're here. Luffy, GG's, man.
Hey, GG's, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How did that feel? Was that an Opal +5?
That was an Opal +5.
And an Invis 2 sword?
Yep.
Oh, man. How's it feel, Luffy? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man. That's a good shot and very, very slowly right there at the end. Trying to finish up and find some brokers, and obviously I'm glad like that. But that was even it was fun.
Yeah, it looked like it was a fun seed to run with those worms. So, what was going through your mind when you found those worms?
So the first time I found them, I was like, "Ooh, these guys are a little on the squishy side. I should be able to maybe grab a few cheeky levels right here." And then I saw they had like under 260 maybe HP, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be real nice. If I can just get this black belt online." So took a few levels early and then left because I just didn't have the resources to kind of get any more safely, and then was able to find the second Earth floor when I got to the next dungeon, and I was like, "This is it. I'm just gonna take all my levels right here and just try to go fast from there."
Yeah. So, this being the culmination of the Duckling Boot Camp, are you ready for the Duck Derby on Monday?
I mean, I feel pretty good. I feel ready. It's been 8 great weeks. You guys have been teaching us a lot. All the seeds have been really unique and a lot of fun to run. I feel ready to go, and hopefully good things happen. We'll see. There's some great runners out there. There's a lot of really great competition. I'm gonna just do the best I can and try to do some people proud.
Yeah, it's gonna be super hype. I mean, between all the new people that have joined and just sort of taken the FFR community by storm with these ducklings like you, Dead Pulse, Shanigan's really come a long way. Zero Cool, looking to make a name for himself, shows up in the hardcore races. Shadow's doing the pickup races with us on almost a. I feel like he's in like a weekly a pickup race once a day. And then there's like the hitters and the asyncs that we run, like Pizza and Tetron's been coming on. Like it's gonna be exciting to say the least. And with it leading right into the winter dab tournament and then the spring tournament in just a few months, like there's gonna be, I don't know about you, Fizzle, but I might just like hang out and do comms for spring tournament instead of get bodied by all these ducks.
Nah, this is a challenge of it. I can't wait to go up against some of these ducks in some spring tournament flags. Oh, it gets me excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So Luffy, this is your first Duck Derby, right? Or were you around for the summer one?
I missed the summer one by like 4 or 5 weeks. So I came in when that was just about over, like I said, 4 or 5 weeks after, and then I kind of trolled in the Discord for a few weeks, just kind of seeing what was going on and learning how to run the seeds and watching everybody on YouTube for a while. And then I just kind of popped in. I guess it was early August.
Yeah. It's Shadaus. How close are you? I've got to yell at Danny about something. She's trying to get out of the spring tournament. We're not going to let her.
Nope.
Not allowed.
All right, so Zero Cool finds mermaids. Still looking for an elusive ribbon.
As Jay Scheidel pulls Warmech, I think I'm going to take this real quick. We're going to look through our options. We're going to go with a defensive setup, but with a little bit of fast. Incoming punch for only 148. 4 hits for 126 out of the ninja with what looked like the flame sword. Invis 2, we're at 1 stack. Punch, 6 hits for 439. Fast goes off just after the nick of time. Second round, we're going to try punching some fades, some nukes. Nuke goes off for 378. Ice 3 does a lot of damage to the ninja and the black mage, but they're both still up. 4 hits for 128 out of the ninja. 10 hits for quite a bit of damage, and then fade for 276. Warmech is still there, but not for much longer. Nuke goes out. For 162, down goes Warmech. Easy experience.
Easy peasy. So Jay Scheidel, our only runner on stream to have promoted, will have access to fast. Don't know how. Obviously, Luffy, you didn't need to promote. Did promotion ever cross your mind?
I mean, I was trying to dig out where Fast and Temper were, and then when I saw they were both there in Gaia, I just said, nah. I mean, if the fairy didn't have the chime, I might have considered it because I would have had to maybe dig a little bit more, and then who knows. But once I got the chime and I saw where they were, I knew where Bahamut was. I knew if the all final boss was tough, I knew I could. But with that black belt where it was, I felt pretty good.
So I have a couple gear updates. It was a Vorpal -5. We saw a second one there in the Mermaids. We also found a Cat Claw +5. That's pretty exciting. That's a pretty exciting fist weapon. And we found a ribbon in the Volcano Armory. Ooh. A ribbon -5.
I think that's the only ribbon we've seen.
I think so.
So Shadow's at, call it 20 shards. I think Jay Scheidel is still only a couple short. Meanwhile, Zero Cool. Get a look at the menu in a moment.
Alright, is Jay Scheidel ready?
Jay Scheidel might be ready.
He knows that this is Topher and he's coming back, so...
Either ready or we're checking the key lock boxes.
I think he checked the key lock box. I think that's how I learned about stuff. Yep, he's ready. Alright, Jay Scheidel going to do the thing. Excitement. He's got his trunks. We're going to open the boxes. Neat.
Soft, $6. Whatever, we're already bored. Let's go punch chaos.
This isn't where I left my ribbon. Throws all the boxes across the room. Wow, I'm gonna go punch the boss. I must have left it somewhere.
And here we go. Double dragon time. Gonna consider our options. We're gonna nuke. We're gonna invis 2. We're gonna fast the black belt. And we're going to ruse some more. Incoming punch. Doesn't quite laser sight the white wizard like last time. Nuke goes out, 176, 374. Ruse goes off. Invis 2 goes off. 1 stack for everyone but the black belt. Black belt stands at 3 stacks of 6. Fast goes off. Second round, we're going to try some nuke. How about some more Invis 2? Maybe a little bit of temper. And a punch. Invis 2 goes off. Party at 2, black belt at 4. Incoming. The white mage is still standing, but is down to under 100 health. 16 hits for 1100 damage. Alright, we don't have a carry dragon anymore. Incoming Lightning 2 does Lightning 2 things. Nuke for 296. Punch. 16 hits, 1228. That was easy. GG to Jay Scheidel.
Pop.
With an official GG race time of 1 hour, 4 minutes.
Yeah, and he's gonna come join us for an interview once he gets some water. So, popped. And finishing off stream right behind Jay Scheidel with a 1 hour, 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Chanigan. So GG's to Chanigan. Another one of the ducks looking to make a name for himself. Come Duck Derby next week. 9 p.m. Eastern on all of our broadcast partners, RPG Limit Break, Randomania, and SpeedGaming. The Randomania SpeedGaming channel is yet to be determined, like which specific ones it'll be, but you will find a Duck Derby on one of them channels. And we're looking to try to restream as many of the runners that want to go. Like, I think this summer Duck Derby had like almost 40 participants, maybe like 25, 30, something like that. And that's about where we're looking now, around mid-30s. So it's crazy to think that that's the Duck Derby. And what was the first spring tournament?
The first spring tournament?
Yeah, was it like 20 people?
That was like 20 people, yeah.
Because I know the spring tournament that I joined in 2018 19, I think we had 42 entrants, and like now we're there with almost just duck numbers. It's nuts. I love it. And Jay Scheidel joins us here in the booth. GG's, Jay.
Hey.
Well done. Nice 4th place finish.
Thanks.
So what was your strategy with these flags?
I literally said in my chat beforehand, I'll be great as long as there's not a forced black belt. I have wiped on the last 3 seeds that I've done a black belt grind on, and wiped out of the grind. Make it 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say it felt like that. We were trying to keep track of everything because everybody just went a million different directions at once, and I've felt like I looked at your screen. I was like, okay, you're doing your worm grind. And then like 5 minutes later, I looked back and you're still doing your worm grind. And I expected your party to be like in the 30s. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, oh, yeah, we missed the wipe. But so I guess there's the silver lining upside of that is that we didn't call attention to it.
It was a case of fat fingering and stepping back into the battle before healing.
Oh, yep. That'll do it.
And then 4 worms doing 70 damage. Yeah.
So it looks like Zero Cool is now ready to go, and Shadow's just needs 4. So we're it's crazy. Look at this. Like all these ducks going to be like sub 120. It's nuts. It took me forever to get my first sub 120. Grumpy old man.
All you need is a air check.
And Shadow's is going to get it right here with this, if he gets through this Warmech. And Warmech didn't have anything too nasty, so going to get his final 4 shards here on Tiamat floor. So,
as Zero Cool rounds the corner, we're going to have our 3rd hit on this double dragon fight. Here we go. We're going to open with punches immediately. Nuke, fade, nuke. All offense, all the time. Fade goes out for 129 and 149. Incoming punch from Tia. And then carry right after that. Mage is taking some damage. Nuke goes out. Punch for 515. Carry is still there, but a nuke for 346. Down goes carry in the first round. We're going to try nuke, fade, nuke, punch. Punch first. 8 hits for 177. Not great. Nuke for 103. Not great. Nuke for 163. Not great. Fade for 274. Tia is still there. 3rd round. Same as the first. Double nuke, fade, punch. Nuke goes out for 292. Fade goes out for 124. Nuke goes out for 200. And a big punch for 199. Tia 1 is still there, but can't be there that much longer. This shows you the power of buffing. Buffing would do way more damage, but it takes a little while to get there. Lightning 2 finishes off the white mage, but a nuke for 396. Down goes double dragon. No finesse, just brute force. Zero Cool finishes with official GG race time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 32 seconds. That's good enough for 7th place overall.
Yep. Goat's Pirate coming in 6th with a 1 hour, 6 minutes, 12 seconds. And just behind Zero Cool is Davis with a 109.03 as he's we'll chalk that up to Russ Davis. I like to give Davis a hard time. We have a fun little rivalry in the Iron Goal. But we're going to see if Zero Cool does want to join us, so we'll get him that invite and we'll get him in the booth with us as Shadow's takes on his Kraken here for the final 4 shards. Jay Scheidel, you participated in the Duck Derby over the summer.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to with the fall Duck Derby or the winter Duck Derby here? Like how are you prepping? How have you like sort of made your cross tournament adjustments?
I can actually participate in all 4 this time, so I'm so happy about that. Otherwise, actually, I'm doing less because I have less time.
Huge
trying to jump in weeklies.
All the races.
That's about it.
Nice. GG Zero Cool.
Yeah, thanks.
So I'm going to ask you sort of the same questions I asked Luffy and Jay Scheidel when they joined us. What was your strategy? Like, what was going through your head as you sort of unpacked this seed? Because we saw you do a lot of early exploration, and you were the first on stream to find Topher very early. I think once it was like the 20-minute mark, you found Topher.
I pretty much tried to kind of follow the breadcrumbs of the early items and early open spots just to kind of see where I could go and where I couldn't. Also trying to make note of where the gold bracelets and the pro rings were going to be found at, various spells, stuff like that. And it just happened to lead into Chime into locating Topher.
Yep, and that's what Shadows needs to do. So he's got the Chime in his inventory. He's just got to walk into Mirage Tower.
Shadows just unequipped all the inventory from all the characters. I suspect we're going to get the final stretch of a bit of a worm grind just to be super sure we do this on the first try.
We're going to eat some worms.
Yep.
So, Zero Cool, it sounded like your strategy was early information, whether it's entrances or key item turn-ins. Is that something you picked up on from like the Duckling Weeklies? Have you been practicing these flags a lot?
Well, I've been trying to put in entrance randomizers with floors into some of my challenges and some of the seeds I've been playing. Haven't really done any with open airships, or starting airships, so it was a little bit of a different routing than what I usually go with. But of course, with free close landings, you just want to try to gather what information, and since the floors are randomized, you can't just peek in and know what it's going to be. Yeah,
it's definitely a different skill set. Fizzle, how do you approach, as the veteran runner in the booth, how do you approach this sort of like loadout? I know we talked about it a little bit, but now we talk about it with the runners in the chat with us.
So when I see Shard Hunt and I see Full Engines Floor Shuffle and I see No Deep Towns, my brain says I reluctantly have to bring a White Mage because exit is no longer a convenience. It's kind of a necessity where if everyone else gets exit but I don't, I'm going to be so far behind. So because I've taken the White Mage and because my endgame melee has already been chosen for me, that leaves me with picking two mages, which I'll take a red and a black mage. And then after that, it's basically start of the game. I would see if exit is available in 1 through 4, kind of ASAP, because at least I know where the towns are. And then after that, it's just hunting for shards and hunting for grind tiles.
Zero Cool, I'll ask you the final question I've asked all of our runners as they've joined us. How are you prepping for the Duck Derby come Monday? This is your first Duck Derby. Are you ready for it?
Well, don't know. To be honest, I don't know if I'm ready for it or not. I have been trying to, play practice on some of the seeds that are, or at least some of the flags that are already released for the Duck Derby. As it is, I've basically been practicing my routing. I've been getting used to trying to get my controller set up and get used to my keyboard set up for being able to do quick saves and reboots. Trying to practice auto sorted and non-auto sorted just to kind of help with menuing a little bit faster.
Nice. Sounds like you're ready.
I mean, I'm as ready and not ready as I can be.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll do great. It's all. I find it remarkable that folks like you and Shadows and Luffy. I don't know if I've seen you poke your head in there yet, Jay, for the Saturday hardcore races, because those flags aren't always for the faint of heart, and to see like the newer runners just jumping in with both feet and just giving it a go is. It's an awesome sight, because it's like I guess when I was new, like we didn't really have obviously we didn't have the Saturday hardcore things, but like the closest you got were the Shonans with Shofukamachi, like, but it was like in the middle of the night for me, and I was never really around for them. But
big endorsement for the challenge seed and the Saturday night Rankula races. If you want to see flags in combinations that you didn't know you wanted or know you didn't want, those are the things for you, and they can teach you a lot about weird little tips and tricks of the game that you can just put in your toolbox to break out in a race. It's real helpful. Do recommend.
I'll stay in that second camp. No, you don't want. I'll restream it. I'll track it, but you're on your own there.
There is a certain itch that gets scratched by doing them for me. I think of like when I would see like CC and Spellzap running the Thief White Mage, and then Thunder running his Thief Black Mage, like the fun little like 2-person party comps. I remember seeing them as like a newer runner and just being like, what? Why would you do that? And it's like, oh, and then like when they say it's like they're just doing it to have fun or like to keep the game like new and exciting for them. I definitely understand that now. Not that I'm anywhere near their player level, but I mean, if you've been playing this game for a couple years, you really do got to have something to kind of keep it fresh. And the flags that they come up with are varied and different enough that there's always something new to shake out and play with and to turn on and have it interact with different things. But Party Comp is one of those things that keeps you on your toes, I think, more than anything. And I think that's Burt Reynolds was saying in chat, that's what Davis ran. He ran a black belt black mage. And I'm sure he did that just for fun and just to not to try to do anything goofy and just to keep the game fun and interesting for him. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, now we're going to see all the boxes.
$10, $3, $2, a soft, $6, $4.
This is the poorest Topher I've ever seen.
That's why it's only one floor. We couldn't afford to build it out.
This is the poorest Topher I've ever seen. Because here's not even 1,000 gold in a single box.
We're going to start with all the defenses. We're going to do some Invis 2. We're going to do some Ruse. We're going to do what I believe was Lock. How about some Nuke? Incoming Lightning 2 does across the board. Ruse goes off. First nuke, 378 and 386. Real good damage out of that first nuke. Invis 2 goes off. 1 stack to the party, 3 stacks to the black belt. Lock goes off. We're going to try some more Invis 2. A little bit more Ruse. We're going to continue locking the Carry Dragon. And we're going to do some heal 3. We're going to try and patch things up. Heal 3 gets off first. We're going to undo that lightning damage. Lock continues to lock. Blaze. Really good damage out of that Blaze. Invis 2 goes off. Incoming Punch to 2 hits, 91 damage to the top slot. And the Ruse goes off. So the black belt is evade capped. Everyone else is at 2 stacks of 6. Everyone is now at 3 stacks of 6. Incoming Punch, 85 damage. Not really anything to worry about. 10 hits for a ton of damage. Down goes the Carry Dragon. Heal 3 coming in, keeping everyone nice and topped off. Tiamat misses the black belt. What are we doing? We're doing more Invis 2, and then a couple of nukes and a punch. But the punch goes out first. 10 hits for 617. Tia's still there. Nuke for 178. Tia's still there. Nuke for 372. Tia's still there, but probably not for much longer. Invis 2 getting the party to 4 stacks of 6. Are we going to keep going with defenses? Yes, we are. Invis 2, double nuke punch. Invis 2 goes off. Party is at 5 stacks of 6. But a big punch, 10 hits for 539. Down goes the Tia Dragon. Shadows finishes with an official GG race time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 12 seconds. That is good enough for 10th place.
And GG's to Tetron for coming in 9th with a 1 hour, 60 minutes, 5 seconds. We're going to get up, we're going to try to get Shadows in here for chat. Before we jump into the final thoughts, I want to give updates on our upcoming schedule. So this coming Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have a Double Dragon Championship match. Thunder a lot. That's Thunder and Sir Link a lot taking on Fade to Brack. And that'll be on SG channel to be determined. So Fade to Brack is Dead Pulse and Fry Teeth, 2 spooky scary ducks in the pond. As Shadow's politely declines the interviews, gonna head to bed, kind of tired. I get it. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern, there's the Hardcore Championship match. That is rarely restreamed, but there's usually a multi-link posted in the Discord. So if you join the Discord at FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, you can definitely get that link. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, we got the Hardcore Heavy Metal Championship match between Bert and Thunder, our first and second place runners here, at 1 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming, channel yet to be determined. And then Duck Derby starts Monday, January 18th, and then runs every Monday. So that's the 18th, the 25th, the 1st, and the 8th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard on SpeedGaming, Randomania, and RPG Limit Break. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to those races. But as Shadow's declines the interview, Fizzle, I'll pass it to you to hit up our runners in the booth with us, see if you got any questions for us. All I do is talk, so I'll let you do that.
I think we basically covered everything I wanted to know. It's a deceptively straightforward flag set, and especially when it hands you the melee out of the gate. So I think we're just going to move on to final thoughts. We'll start with our on-screen winner, Luffy. Final thoughts.
It was a really great speed. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to the restream. Thank you to you guys for commentating. Danny for tracking. Look forward to next week when we all get in the pond and jump in together. It'll be a lot of fun.
All right. Jay Scheidel, final thoughts.
Yeah, just echoing everything. Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for the restream, for doing everything you can, the duckling reveals and everything. I love Shard Hunt, so I love this seed, and yeah, good luck, everyone.
Zero Cool, final thoughts.
Well, it was a definitely great seed. Always fun to be able to compete with all of these fellow racers. Can't wait for the Duck Derby to come along, and maybe some of us might start to scare some of the veterans. Probably not me, but some of the other ducklings seem to be pretty strong in the randomizer force. But
10 out of 10, I'm already spooked.
My co-coms and candy bar historian, Caleb, take us home.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Fizzle. Always a pleasure doing commentary with you. Danny, thank you so much for doing the tracking behind the scenes. And SpeedGaming for hosting us. This was a lot of fun. We're here every Thursday night at 10:30 Eastern. Monday nights, you can hang out with us on Randomania at 9 p.m. Eastern after the Duck Derby. This was a lot of fun. I hope to see you guys around next time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Goodbye.